Good morning. This is Amy from Amy Be Stitched. I'm going to show you how to make one of these little crochet chickens. I have the written pattern on my website, on my blog, and I'm going to show you all the way through how to stitch it together. So let's get started. You'll need some worsted weight yarn in 3 colors, your main body color, and then just a small amount of a color for your beak and another small amount for the color of your comb. And you can make these any color that you want. I just chose these just as a standard chicken color. But let's go ahead and get started. You'll need a size G crochet hook, a pair of scissors or something to cut your yarn with, a yarn needle to weave in your ends. You'll need also a little plastic egg. This is about the size of a grade A large egg. Just in case you're wondering, there's lots of different sizes. There's smaller ones and bigger ones. And you can use different sizes of yarn and adjust your hook size to accommodate those, but that's the size this one makes. I've also printed out the pattern from my blog to keep handy, either that or you can keep open the pattern for reference if you like. So let's get started. I'm gonna grab my chicken body color of worsted weight yarn. And let's find the end. Okay. First thing we're gonna do, you're gonna make a slip knot right here. Chain 4, slip stitch in 4th chain to form a ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is your 4th chain. I'm going to slip stitch in there and form a ring. Round 1, we're going to chain 1, work 12 single crochet into ring. So the little tail here, I'm going to work over the tail so I don't have to weave it later. So that's why I'm holding that right there. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At this point, you may be like me and need to scrunch it over some to make room for those last 4. So just push it tight. 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we are not going to join any rounds in this pattern. It's all going to be work continuous as we go. So round 2, we're just going to skip right over. This would have been your chain 1 right there. So we're going to go right in here to start the next row. Single crochet in next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 2 single crochet in next stitch. 2 in the same stitch. And now we're going to do that 2 more times. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2 in the same stitch, and then 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2 in the same stitch. Okay. And that makes your head. You're not going to join right there. And now we're going to run in, turn into the body. So we're going to chain 1, turn, and we're going to single crochet in the next 5 stitches on the head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I the only one who counts out loud when they crochet? It kind of deters my family from interrupting me, I think. So, okay, now we're going to work 3 single crochet and second chain from hook. So, second chain right there. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Let's move these out of the way. And then single crochet in the next 6 chains. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you're going to turn your work so that the round one of body is facing up. So we're going to do this. Okay. Working in front loop only, single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So a single crochet or any of your crochet stitches has a front and a back loop when you're looking straight on. So we're just going to grab this first one, the front one right there. Can you see that? And we're going to just single crochet in that one all the way across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do 2 single crochet in the loop made by the turning chain of the previous row. So right here, you're going to do 2 single crochet right there. So 1, 2. You're going to turn your work, and you're going to crochet down this other side, and you're going to work in the remaining loops, these back loops here, which are now front to you, and then the remaining loops on the bottom of this chain. So here we go. We're going to do, there will be 5 of these in the front loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to do 6 going down this chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to do one last single crochet in this loop right here. If you find that your chicken is just a little bit too loose when you get it done, you can eliminate that stitch right there altogether and have 27 stitches around instead of the 28. Okay, the next round we're going to do just 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and we are going to do that until the single crochets are about, the single crochet rows are about 3/4 up the side of the egg. So you're going to just skip right over there, no chain 1, and just go straight into crocheting into that. There you go. And I'm going to take a pause right now. You put your video on pause and you can come back whenever you have your single crochet rows done, and we'll finish off the chicken together. Okay, you can see now that I've got, when I put my egg in here, I've got about 3 3/4 of the chicken covered, or the egg covered up, maybe just a little bit more than half. And so you could choose to make one more row, or I like to make them a little bit smaller just so that way the egg kind of pokes out the bottom. And now on this last round, we are going to skip next stitch, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and we're going to do that all the way around. So skip 1, 2, 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 and now in your very last stitch you're just going to do a slip stitch, and we are going to clip this thread and then just pull it straight through. I'm going to show you how to finish this off and weave it in without leaving a knot on the bottom. You want to go ahead and thread your needle, and we're going to take this and see how that's coming out of that stitch here. We're going to come up and go under both bars of the next stitch. I'm going to pull it snug, and then we're going to go back into the same stitch there. Can you see that? Where that comes from. And we're going to just take it straight down, and we're going to weave it through these stitches. Just go down the side. And you're going to pull that down, not too tight, but then you'll clip that off even. And see, now you have no knot, and if you just kind of mush that around, you won't even have the line from the yarn. Okay, and if we see this little egg goes right in there. Okay, now let's do our beak. We just need a small amount of a beak color. See, I've just got this little tiny piece pulled off here. And you're going to attach this color into the second single crochet on the front of the head. So here's your first one after the body, and here's your second one. I'm going to just put my hook through and just not even making a slip stitch. I'm just going to pull this through, and I'm holding that tail with my fingers so it doesn't pull all the way. You're going to chain 3, and then you're going to slip stitch in your second and your third chains from your hook. So we're going to slip stitch there, slip stitch there, and now you're going to slip stitch in your same stitch that you joined in. Right there. Now we're going to clip this and finish it off. Right now, so I'm just going to pull that straight through. If you're familiar with the Muppets, this kind of reminds me of Gonzo's beak. So let's move forward with that. I'm gonna thread your needle, and this yarn coming off the front that you just clipped off, you're gonna take that back through the back side to the back side, just through that same stitch. Move that, and then you want to weave this up this chain, or the beak, and then you want to just bring it back down. And that kind of shortens and tightens it up. And we'll just carefully snip that right there. And now we're going to do the same thing with this other that's coming out of the back side that we started with. I'm going to take and go back through that stitch and pull it out the front side. And then you're going to go up, just kind of weave it through, and then come back down, back towards the head. And clip that off. Now we're getting closer. Kind of looks, it's like a little duck right now, but we want to put a comb on it to make it a chicken. And I'm going to use purple this time, and I've got just a little small ball of purple here. And we are going to attach this yarn in the same manner as we did on the last one in the second stitch from the beak. So 1, 2, oh wait, hang on, yep, 2, we're going to chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, chain 2, single crochet in the next stitch, and you're going to do that 2 more times or 3 more times, just depending on how full of a comb you'd like to have. Oh, and there's Brutus. You've seen pictures of him, and now you can hear him barking. Oh, there you go. And we are going to clip this. This one is just a little bit thinner than my other yarns, but I think it looks nice. So we're going to take and weave these ends in. And I crocheted over this one, but just to make it a little more secure, I'm going to go ahead and weave it as well. Just that little bit that's left out there. And now we have a finished crocheted chicken to make as a little place setting, or maybe a gift for a child's Easter basket, or a shelf sitter for your kitchen. So, I hope you enjoyed this pattern. If you have any questions about it, please put your questions in the comments section, or you can find me at Amy B. Stitched on Facebook. Private message me with your questions there as well. I hope you enjoyed this. Please visit my blog. The link will be in the description section of the video. A little bit tongue-tied this morning. Anyways, I hope you have a great day, and God bless. Thank you for hanging out with me for this almost 20 minutes. Bye-bye.